Hello and welcome back to the Peak Endurance Podcast. You're with me, Ron Tate, and with
Isabel Tate.
Correct.
And look at us, only a week gone by. How good are we?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's almost.
We're getting so good at this.
That's
We're
right.
almost getting professional.
It's like 2 in a row. That's
I
awesome.
know. It's unbelievable. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we're back.
We are.
Oh God, I was about to start singing again. Oh, dearie me.
I wouldn't insult everyone's ears. That's only reserved for your ears.
I sing awesomely.
You do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to hear me sing, just be near me during an ultra and you will hear me singing.
Or swearing.
Yeah, probably,
or both.
Both, probably.
Yeah.
Yes, probably both. A nice combo. And generally, yes.
A lovely song with a swearing chorus.
Yes. Why the fuck am I doing this? Yeah, that chorus.
Yeah.
Yes. But, we do it because we love it, right?
We do. We're always having fun. We're never miserable.
Oh, it's 100% joy, happy, joy for every kilometre.
Until we get to 20.
Yeah, pretty much. Speaking of kilometres, I did my Quadsaw, ultra saw, double mega saw, whatever the hell you want to kill.
Call it what you will.
Yes. And that was joy for every moment. Oh my God, I just loved it so much.
Every time I saw you, you had a smile on your face.
Yep, a smile on my dial. I think at one point, remember, I was singing Aeroplane Jelly.
Yes, you were.
Yes.
Because you love jelly?
No, I don't even like jelly.
Okay.
No, it's just no. So just who knows?
Catchy little jingle.
So awesome. Anyway, yes, because my brain just likes to think up things to drive me insane in the membrane.
Do you remember what song I had in my head to start?
I'm Every Woman.
Yes, I'm Every Woman by Whitney Houston.
Yes.
I hate that song, but geez, it gets stuck in my head.
I'm every woman. You're welcome. Yes. Anyway. Yes, I can imagine. Yes. Wow. Anyway, so yes, so it started out. We set the alarm super early, good intentions of being running by 6. Yeah, that didn't really happen.
We weren't too far off.
I was about 20 past.
Yeah, we didn't quite make 6 o'clock.
No, we left and it was just after 6. And we're meant to be running by 9. But anyway, I just wanted to prolong. We wanted to prolong the joy.
Yeah.
And be out there for, until right late in the day, which I was, quite frankly. Yeah. The fish and chip shops were nearly shut.
That's right. We had to
knock on the door.
Yeah, rush to the fish and chip shop and knock on the door.
And they let you in, didn't they? I didn't get out of the freaking car.
No, they unlocked it. Yeah, because you weren't running very fast anyway.
No. And we didn't get fish and chips. We got burgers. I just wanted a fresh burger, none of these fancy, burgers. I just wanted like the olden days,
the old school fish and chip shop burger with
the best, and they're actually not that unhealthy. Like it's just a meat patty and some salad and an egg and bacon, and it's pretty much not that bad. But anyway, that we're kind of jumping the gun and getting to the end. So so we did it. There we go.
So we did the first.
Well, you did the mega saw.
Yeah, I did the mega saw. So basically, there and back.
Yeah. And can I tell you, heading out again was, oh my God, an exercise in mental toughness training. Yeah. To be fair, I kind of had the CBFs right from the start because I knew what I was going to be doing and I kind of didn't want to. Like doing a 54K run in general, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. And it can be quite fun. But when you're just doing the same back and forth, and you know what's coming and you know what's involved, there's not really a lot to look forward to.
No, you did remark after we just finished the first climb, you did remark to say you wish that was the second time we're doing it.
Yeah, and I'd only done one climb and I'm like, I wish I was, 6 hours ahead, Oh, I tell you, it was.
Yeah, so the climb, it's when they call it the saw, it's because the elevation profile looks like a saw blade.
Yes.
There's lots of ups and downs. It's all up and down. There's no flat. You're either going up or down.
Yeah. And it's technical down, shitty, rocky. So I was getting sore feet.
Some of the climbs are super technical and some of the descents are treacherous.
Yeah, and some of the descents I was going slower than my climbs.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I know probably some people can run them, but, you know, with my dodgy knees at the moment, but even without my dodgy knees, I was never one for running like Glasgow, which is technical. Like, I can't run down that. I've never been able to run down that. You know, so yeah.
Yeah. So we you know, made the first what would you call it, the first saw.
Yeah.
In
In 3 hours and 8 minutes, or 11 minutes, did you say? No, 3 hours and 11.
11, yeah, 3 hours and 11 minutes.
And then we went back again, and that was 2:58.
Yeah.
Then I did the next one in 3:08. And then I did the last one in like 3:10 or 11 or something. I slowed right down. No, I think it was 3:06 actually, but that was still an 8 minutes slower than the first time I did it. 3:06, that's right.
Really, 8 minutes over 24 Ks and
yeah,
you know, 1,200 meters of climbing or 1,000 meters of climbing or whatever it is.
For that one bit, yes.
Yeah.
So I ended up with 54 Ks and 4,800 meters of climbing, which the 4,800 doesn't make sense because normally when I just do the mega saw, it's like 2,500 meters climbing. And yet when I did a double mega, it was, you know, it wasn't 5,000, whatever. I won't argue with Gum because I couldn't be bothered, but I think it's wrong. I think it was 5,000.
You were robbed.
I was robbed. So that was just over 7,000 for the week because I did 3 days before I did the mega saw, of course, or the double mega saw, I did hybrid repeats, which was 1,500 meters climbing. And so, yeah, so it's not like I'd done nothing in the week leading up to it either. I'd already done over 2,000 meters climbing for the week by the time I started that.
So what are your weekly climbing? What have they been for
in general? About 7,000 to 7,500, which, can I tell you, folks, is a lot of work because getting vert is time consuming.
Yeah.
And it's tiring on the legs. And then when you go to run on the flat, you feel like Bambi, like your legs don't work properly. You don't know, you know. And so, you know, it's been really tough. I ended up after, you know, the run on Saturday, I got a cold sore on Tuesday, just a little one, and it's kind of pretty much gone. It wasn't even a full cold sore, but I could feel it coming up. And I immediately got onto it, still here on the table if you're watching on YouTube, and I started slamming my lysine. This one you won't get in Australia, that's from Canada, because clearly I got them over there too. I've just, it's so when I get really tired and I've worked really hard, I tend to get cold sores. I know, delightful conversation here, but, you know, it is a sign of, you know, I guess the immune system being down, being overly exhausted, essentially.
Eating too much salad? Is that why you get a coleslaw?
Coleslaw, yes. And also sun. Sun can do that as well.
I normally get them when I've been out in the wind and my lips have dried out badly and they crack, and then cold sore develops from that.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say you normally get them after kissing me.
More often than not.
No, he doesn't get them. No. From me. So, because these are little weird little cold sores. They're not even full ones. They just, but also if you are susceptible to them, if you just slam lysine, and I mean slam it like the, of course, I'm not a doctor. Please consult with your primary healthcare provider before taking any advice. But it says take 2 capsules 1 to 3 times a day. Oh, that's not too bad. When if I start to feel the tingle of a cold sore, I'll take 2 lysine every hour. And that normally dries them up pretty darn quick. But that's what I do. This is not advice. I'm not telling you to do that. Okay, disclaimer. I wish we could just say things and it was okay to just say things. Because, that's what I do. And I reckon it helps. If you are someone like me and are susceptible to cold sores, I have been ever since a child. Obviously, some delightful adult, you know, passed that on to me. You know, and now that I'm talking about it, I feel like it's itchy. So it was just such hard work. The saw is the saw, mega saw is hard work. The quad saw is just, Yeah, such hard work. But I did well. I was eating. I was taking a mixture of gels, solid food. I was drinking heaps. And it really got hot on my second Megasaw. Oh my God, it got so hot. And if you've seen Ron's post about it with some video of me, that was when I was doing it and I was coming up close and it was so hot because Glasgow's a bit exposed halfway up and it was just cooking. And yeah, so which made it a bit hard. So yeah.
Yeah. So after we finished the Megasaw, then I popped home, had some food, and then grabbed some more water, and met you out.
You met me at the top of Glasgow, which is good because I was running out of water, and so I have a soda stream, and I make lovely bubbly water, and yeah, and so you gave me that.
Some of that, and then I zipped across to Sky High and waited for you at the top there.
Yep. With some food.
Yeah, with some food and refilled your water bladder.
Yep, because I slurped a whole 1.5 litres down in one saw.
Yep. And also, I think I swapped out your electrolytes as well.
Yeah, so I drank that too. Yeah, which was just 500 mils. So that was 2 litres in 3 hours, which goes to show how hot it was because I'm not normally a big drinker. And I drank the next 1.5 litres in the next saw as well.
That's right. So you did the first 2
with 1.5 litres. Yeah, and the 2 electrolytes at the front.
And then you continued to do 1.5 for each after
one.
that.
Yeah, because I was just it just it got hotter. I'd been working for longer. So 12.5 hours, which was about what I thought. I said 12 to 13 hours.
Yeah.
So it was like 12:20 or something. But I had the watch off for a little bit when I accidentally forgot to restart it. So
that's right, you did too.
I figure it was about 12.5 hours ish. Yeah. So yeah, that was so hard.
It's a long 50 Ks.
Oh my God.
Thereabouts.
Yeah, 54 Ks. Yeah, just a long time. Like
because when you think about it, like Buffalo Stampede is about 5,000 meters
for the 100K.
That's over 100 Ks.
Yeah, that's right. And that was hard. Yeah. So doing it over 50.
Yeah, so that
and I had a heavy pack each time.
Yeah.
Like I deliberately wanted it to be heavy anyway. So it was
yeah, even the likes of Hut to Hut is 5.5 or something like that.
Yeah, that's right, for 100K.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to do the Quadsaw again.
Come on, you've got some time.
I thought I might, but there is no way I'm doing that again.
Can't mentally bring yourself to do it.
Nah, it's just shit. Yeah. It was, I'm going to go to it tomorrow and do the Megasaw. I might have PTSD.
But at least then, you go out, you've got to come back.
That's right.
It's not like you've then got to turn around and do another one. So
thank God, because Jiminy Cricket, no. But it is the best course to get a huge amount of vert in over a short distance, which is what I need.
Locally,
locally,
that's right.
Yeah, like without going to Bright or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's what I need, what I have to do, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Not only is it great physical training, but it's even better
excellent mental training. And that's what you have to sometimes look at. Like, not every run, you see all these posts on social media. Oh my God, I had the best run. My cup is full. Oh, my heart is singing, whatever. Not all runs are like that. Some runs are just a slog. And this one was just a slog, but I got through it and I did it. And, I would feel like I just couldn't be bothered. But I'm like, I know I'll be proud of myself when I've done this.
Yeah.
And I was, so I'm proud of myself that I did it, but I can't say my cup is full or my heart was singing with joy or, anything like that, because it really wasn't fun. No. Didn't enjoy it. It was an entire Saturday that I lost when, we could have been doing something fun, but, so it's a means to an end. It's getting the work done. And sometimes when you're training for something, all the training is not fun. That's the nature of the sport. It's not always going to be fun. It's the nature of any sport.
Yeah.
Any sport where
if you want to get better, you have to put in the hard work.
You've got to put in the hard yards. And sometimes it's not a barrel of laughs. And everyone's like, oh, but it's got to be fun. But
the
Says
outcome,
who?
the outcome might be enjoyable, but that's
Yes.
the outcome. The process can be really
Process
unenjoyable at
Yeah,
times.
unenjoyable, quite unpleasant,
Yeah.
and quite frankly painful.
Yeah.
And it kind of was. All of that.
Yeah.
But I got it done, and I chatted to a few people along the way, and so it wasn't all terrible. I'm not saying that, but it was pretty much, I'd say, 80 to 90% horrible. But not every run is going to be awesome. Not every run is going to feel fun, and that's okay.
Yeah. And you were trying out a new pack?
Yes, I got the Ultimate Direction pack, the Mountain Vesta, so it's the women's one, which I really like because the back's not like a cheese grater like the Solomon ones, which is what caused me issues at Hut to Hut. And I've been really trying to find something. And also I find the Solomon ones, the way the elastic comes, it digs in right where my stomach is, which causes me more gastric distress because, of course, it's unisex, which means it's built for a man and women can buy a small one. Whereas this Vesta is for women, so it's higher, so it doesn't dig into my stomach. It fits my ribs, not a man's ribs. But the bloody drink bottles at the front sag down inside the drink bottle holder. So if anybody is using this vest and knows how to keep those bottles from dropping down and me having to burrow into it like a bloody, I don't know what, I can't think of it. I don't know.
Like a rabbit?
Yeah, I don't know, but that just doesn't make sense. I'm trying to stuff my face in and then trying to, while you're trying to run, and also there's nowhere to put the hose. The hose is flapping around. There's all these bloody bits and bobs flapping and off it. So it's a bit annoying in that regard. But other than that, super duper comfortable. But yeah, if anyone's got any tips on how to stop those stupid bottles flopping down inside, hit me up.
Yeah.
Let me know, because I would love to know. Yes.
Yeah, but it worked out. It wasn't rough on your back. You didn't get chafe.
No chafe at all, which is a miracle for me. And it was, hot and sweaty day, super comfortable. Happy with it other than the price tag. $270 for a pack. What a bloody ripoff. Yeah. I mean,
they're not paying that.
They're not, because my daughter can get it for me in Canada for $78 Australian.
Yeah.
So 270. I mean, admittedly, that's with a bit of a discount. She can get that, but essentially, if you went into the shop, she would get it. You could get it for $100, 100 Australian, right? Honestly, we pay so much for everything.
It doesn't cost that much to ship it over.
No, it doesn't. I could have got her to buy it and post it to me, and it would still been cheaper.
Yeah. Oh, much cheaper.
It's just ridiculous that we just get ripped off because we're far away. Like,
quite often we're restricted as to where we can buy it. Because you have to buy it from a
supplier, whatever.
So a licensed supplier, whatever you want to call it. And so I guess they have to get their cut as well. I mean, they're a business. That's what they do.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I'm a small business. I get it. But that's a shit ton of a markup.
Yeah.
That is really ridiculous.
Yeah.
So anyway, especially when the pack itself is not perfect. It's not. But none of them are. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was that run. So what we're going to talk about now, I'm putting my sports nutritionist hat on, taking my whinging ultra runner hat off, and we're going to talk about the magic of magnesium. And magnesium is really important for ultra runners, trail runners, road runners, every runner, really. And it's a mineral. It's not a vitamin. And it could be, people take it, but they kind of give it lip service. So I just wanted to go into it so you have a full understanding of magnesium. Do you take magnesium, Ron?
I, in fact, don't.
No, he takes nothing. Do you have any clue what magnesium is for? I want to know what sort of the lay person might think.
What I know of it, or what I've kind of understood from reading or seeing things around, it helps you rest and sleep.
That's a little bit of it. Yeah.
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 Other than that, I don't really know.
Which is basically what most people know,
Yeah.
I think. All right. So I'm reading my notes here. Okay. Magnesium is an essential mineral that plays a crucial role in numerous bodily functions.
Okay.
It's involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, including energy production, pretty important, protein synthesis, which means using the protein within your body, and muscle and nerve function, pretty important for runners.
Yeah.
Yep. Runners often have low magnesium levels due to increased losses through sweat and urine, as well as higher requirements for muscle function and energy production. And despite its importance, many people, especially athletes, like I said, are deficient in magnesium. And that's also because the recommendations on the magnesium bottle are quite too low for athletes. Of course, once again, please consult with your preferred medical provider, whatever you want to call it, doctor. And they'll tell you, oh no, just take the RDA. But because that's what, they'd rather dolate drugs than have you, having something healthy. Anyway, don't get me started on that one, or I'll need my soapbox as well as my hats. So anyway, you can use your own judgment and decide. I certainly take more than the RDA, and I'm completely normal.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Isabel.
All right. So magnesium helps with muscle recovery. It helps regulate muscle contractions and relaxation, which can prevent cramps and reduce muscle soreness, which is primarily why I started taking it, is because I get restless leg syndrome. And so I take it before bed, right? But it also aids in protein synthesis, like I said, which is crucial for repairing and building muscle tissue after intense workouts, which is also why it's good at night, because that's when your body's doing a lot of that repair. All right, so that's so important for runners. All right, energy production. Now, this is where it's really quite interesting. Magnesium is essential for converting food into energy. We all kind of want to do that, particularly in the production of ATP, adenosine, I never know how to say that, triphosphate. This is the body's primary energy currency. That's what creates energy. For runners, this means more efficient energy use during long runs and races. Improved energy production can lead to better endurance and potentially delay the onset of fatigue. Hello, that sounds like it might be important.
It might be in what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I'm always banging on. Well, I mean, maybe you do know. Hey, sleep is the best recovery tool that we have, the best, and it's free and it's awesome. Well, magnesium helps with better sleep. It helps regulate the body's sleep-wake cycles by influencing melatonin production, which is better than taking melatonin, because when you take melatonin, what you're doing is teaching your body it doesn't need to make melatonin. Right? So it's actually not a good thing to take melatonin, because you're teaching your body it doesn't need to, and therefore it reduces its ability to make it. You're better off to take magnesium, which helps it create melatonin, which is what you want. Right? So it can improve both sleep quality and quantity, which, like I said, is crucial for recovery and performance. Better sleep basically means better recovery, which translates to more effective training sessions and races. We went to bed at 7:30 the other night, and by golly, I felt so much better the next day. And I ran better and everything. So I really honestly believe that magnesium is so important for sleep and also recovery. Now, bone health. This is another important one. Magnesium plays a vital role in bone formation and helps the body absorb and retain calcium. Now, I'm not necessarily saying take calcium. I've actually, doing my sports nutrition course, they recommended against taking calcium, because calcium can actually calcify the body. So we want to get calcium from natural sources. So this is particularly important, the bone issue, for runners who are at higher risk of stress fractures and other bone-related injuries. Adequate magnesium intake can help maintain bone density and reduce the risk of osteoporosis, which that's really important for female runners who are more prone to bone density issues. Right. Now, magnesium also has natural anti-inflammatory properties. And we're always trying to reduce inflammation, because it's the inflammation that causes injury and niggles and so forth. So once again, this can mean faster recovery times and potentially reduced risk of overuse injuries. And like I said, it'll alleviate exercise-induced inflammation. Always after you run, there is inflammation. That's the body's way of trying to recover. And that's why people have ice baths, which actually, it's not the right way to reduce inflammation. The inflammation is there for a reason. And magnesium reduces the inflammation, but in a natural way, not in this forced way. All right. So any idea, Ron, other than taking a supplement, how you might get magnesium in your diet? Any clue?
No, I don't.
No. Okay. There you go. All right. Ooh, leafy green vegetables. That's why you don't know.
Yeah, they're my favorite.
Yeah. I love spinach and kale. Have to say, I'm not a fan of kale. You're better off having spinach or, rocket or that sort of stuff. Nuts and seeds, particularly almonds, pumpkin seeds, and chia. I've been having a lot of chia lately. Brown rice, quinoa, legumes such as black beans and edamame. You can also get supplement, which is what I take as well. Now, there's a variety of different versions of magnesium, which people are often confused about. So there's 3. Magnesium glycinate. This is well absorbed and less likely to cause digestive issues. And this is a problem, especially if you take more than the RDAs. You want to do that gradually. You don't want to suddenly slam a whole heap of magnesium, or you could end up, when we say digestive issues, we kind of mean diarrhea. So
shh, we don't talk about that.
So just be careful. So don't take a whole heap before a run either. Magnesium citrate.
You don't want to do that.
Nah, good absorption, but may have a laxative effect. That's the citrate one. The oxide, I wouldn't recommend this. It's less well absorbed, but higher in elemental magnesium. It's not. You're not getting it. So it looks like it's higher in magnesium, but you don't actually absorb it. So it's pointless. So the recommended dosages typically range from 300 to 400 milligram per day. But consult with a healthcare professional for personalized advice. I would take more than that. So anyway, but the caution is over-supplementation can lead to digestive issues, like I said, and thus interfere with the absorption of other minerals, basically, because you've got diarrhea.
Yeah.
Whenever you've got diarrhea, you don't absorb other things as well. Always start with food. So I think as runners, we kind of need to supplement because, as I said at the beginning, we tend to be under with that, and food quality is pretty shiteful these days, as in the soil is not so good, so you're not getting all of the minerals anyway.
But do you think if you don't get much at all in your intake, starting with putting it in through your diet would be,
if you eat a really crap diet, then yes, but I would say that most people eat most of that sort of stuff. Okay. I would say most runners would eat green vegetables and some nuts and seeds and, rice and, dark chocolate as well.
Yeah.
It's got to be at least 70% cocoa though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. And you'd have to eat quite a lot.
Have that?
Yeah. No.
No. How about
a Mars bar? Sugar does not have magnesium. No. What was I going to say? And you'd have to eat quite a fair bit to get a decent amount of magnesium. So, all right. So there you have it, runners. Magnesium might just be the edge you need to take your performance to the next level. All right. Better recovery, improved energy production, and just general overall health. All right. Give it a try and see how it impacts your running. Remember, everyone's needs are different. So listen to your body. Don't do what I say. Consult with your doctor. And
don't take the magnesium, but then still only get 6 hours of sleep a night because
that's right. It's not a miracle cure. And this is the problem. People take supplements because they think it's going to be a miracle cure. You still have to do all the right things. Yeah. Like you can't take it and still eat a shitty diet. You got to take it and still eat a good diet. That's what I'm saying. Don't just get it through. I think you need supplement, but you should be eating that good, healthy diet. You still need to aim for 8 to 9 hours of sleep a night. If you're doing heaps of training, you need to, or a minimum 7 to 8. Yeah, so you're quite right. Don't use it as a panacea that's, is that how you say the word? I don't know. Panacea. I don't know. So, it's not a cure-all. It's not a quick fix. It's a supplement, which means it's added on. Yeah. So that's magnesium. I just thought it's fascinating and super important, and we really underuse it. And Yeah,
definitely. Because as we always say here, rest is the best form of recovery.
That was so catchy.
Well, it sounded a lot better before I started telling it. But did it? Anything that helps you rest is a good thing.
Yeah, rest and sleep. Sleep is the best recovery. Rest is good too, when you're lounging on the couch, but it's not quite the same because.
I was kind of implying rest as in sleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, So sleep. Speaking of, stuffed.
Yeah.
If you're watching the YouTube, I'm just on my eyes, but Ron's even worse. He's so bad. He's shaved, but you can see he's cut his neck. Sorry.
I'm exhausted. I've just come in from a run and had a quick shower.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling a little bit.
And while I'm putting out the pod, you're going to go off and buy dinner.
Get dinner.
Get the Woolies chook.
Woolies chook. That's our usual Thursday. It's Thursday.
Yes,
our usual Thursday fare.
Yeah. So Yeah, I just had to swallow a yawn too. So yeah, that's Thursday. It's 6:10. Yeah. It'll take me 20 minutes minimum to get the pod out, the YouTube out, and all that. That's why, it is, it's work. We're tired. Would really, really appreciate it if you could rate, review. Yeah. That would really make our day, make it feel like this work is worthwhile.
That's right.
Like, is anybody even listening?
We do have fun doing it, but it would be nice to know that we're making an impact.
Yes, that someone's listening somewhere out there. We're not just shouting into the void. Hello. Well, I know Sandra listens because she always has a good comment.
That's good. That's good to know.
So shout out to Sandra Adele.
Yep.
Yes, and Lisa Palmer. She loved the potato chip reference to the toemail. I never did find it again. Went back to yoga today. No, didn't see nothing.
Someone else has maybe had a chew on and gone, spat it out.
So yes. Oh, dearie me. Oh, it's charming.
You are a charming girl.
Oh, I'm charming. I'm such a lady. Yes. So, all right. Well, that's us for another week. We've got, I've got the Megasaw tomorrow, which is Friday. And then we're going to go off and do some bush running on the weekend. And then, it's just another week.
Back into it.
But we are doing, for a local netball club, we are doing running form workshops. So, if you've got a club, even it doesn't have to be a running club. If your kids have got, because this is for the juniors and seniors, if you've got a running club and you want them to be able to run better for their sport, just let us know. I'm qualified in running gait analysis, and also, I'm a teacher, so I'm used to teaching kids, but also we can do it for adults too. Yeah. So we're just doing different activities in that, focusing on running form, checking out their form. Obviously, because it's a large group, we can't individually fix each person's gait, but we're going to give them general tips and tricks and activities, and it's going to be fun. Yeah,
that's right.
So, we can do it for running clubs too, obviously, and then we'll get more specific even. Yeah. DM me or email me, isabel@peakendurancecoaching.com.au, if you're interested in that for your club. And like I said, it doesn't have to be running. We're doing netball, could be any sport. Yeah. Because most sports require running. And if the athletes are not running efficiently, then the team is not playing efficiently. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's
except for cycling, that doesn't involve much.
Yeah, no.
But everything else.
No, this is true, to be fair. Yes. So, or swimming.
Swimming, yeah.
Yes. All right. All righty. So thanks for joining us once again.
Thank you.
And we look forward to you joining us again next week and us reading out some reviews. How would that be?
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. All righty. Thanks for listening, guys. We really appreciate you taking the time to choose us to listen to when there's so many podcasts out there.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
All righty. Catch you next time.
Bye-bye.